As a leader, you have a great opportunity to ensure that your objectives and those of your team fit into the broader organisation's priorities. That way, everyone's priorities are aligned, both up and down the organisation as well as across. While individuals can create objectives themselves, as a manager, you'll also be able to assign or cascade objectives to your direct reports. Keep in mind that you'll get better outcomes and greater ownership from your people if there's two-way dialogue on what's to be delivered, and they have some autonomy in determining how it will be delivered. Cascading an objective means you're delegating the delivery of either part or all of one of your objectives to someone else. You still maintain overall responsibility for the objective, but the accountability for delivering is delegated to someone else. That way, there's alignment between what you're doing and what your team is working on. To cascade an objective, you first need to create your own objective and have it agree with your own manager. You can then determine what part of that objective you will cascade or delegate. From your objective, select Cascade. You can cascade the whole objective, which copies all the details of the original objective into the cascaded objective. The owner of the cascaded objective will take responsibility for delivering the entire objective. You'll still retain ownership of the higher level objective. All the details get copied across, so all you need to do is select the owner and then send the objective. Or you can cascade a new objective. This allows you to create an objective with new details. You would do this when the owner will contribute to only part of the higher level objective. Here you'll need to complete all the details of the objective. Then select the person you're cascading to. If you know the milestones that need to be delivered, add them in, or leave it to the owner to map out the details. Share it with the owner as a draft to review and add any further details. It will sit in your pending objectives for the owner to review. Once the owner of the objective is happy, they will send the objective for your agreement. If you feel it's not quite there yet, you can edit the objective, adding comments to indicate any changes you've made, and then send it back. The objective remains pending until it's agreed. Agreed cascaded objectives will appear below the objective you've cascaded it from. This helps you see where you've delegated responsibility for the delivery of any of your objectives. As a manager, you can also create and assign objectives to a direct report. You're essentially creating an objective on behalf of your direct report, which they then agree to. Unlike cascaded objectives, assigned objectives are not directly linked to a specific objective of yours. To assign rather than cascade an objective, just create a separate new objective from the Add Objective button. From there, the process is the same, making sure you select the person you'll assign the objective to. The only difference here is that once the objective is agreed, it won't show up on your objectives page as it won't be linked to one of your existing objectives. It will, however, be visible under My Team with the rest of the individual's objectives. Managers have an important role to play in helping their people understand how their contribution lines up to the priorities of the team and the organisation, and to ensure that they are focused on the right things. Whether it's cascading or assigning objectives, it's important to ensure ownership and accountability through a two-way dialogue and mutual agreement.